I checked my tracking number and it was right. It said my bearings should be here, and they are. I got too many damn boxes for the car. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. The bearings just came in. But before I took this to the machine shop, what time is it? I want to say 3:46. Shit, it's 4:13. All right, I'm gonna take these to the machine shop right now, and then I'll show you guys that when I get back. Almost forgot the sunglasses I always wear. I also got bad news from the machinist. I need 3 intake valves because the last guy that had my block left it out in the rain because he was moving shops or something like that. I don't know. I didn't really. I wasn't as mad as I should have been, probably, but because I knew I was building it. But the valves got a little rusty, and the machinist had to recut them or something like that. I have no clue. I don't need Snoop Dogg today because I remember how to get there since I lived there. I guess we'll open these bearings with the sheet metal screw, so I don't hand him a box and then it turns out they sent the wrong stuff. All right, 25, 25. We're good to go. 25 and 25. Tim never lets me down over at Never Ending Details. Shout out to them. Shout out to him. Shout out to them, whatever. Then I'll go over how much money I spent on this build, like I said I would in the last vlog. You know, I was thinking of getting valves, but I can't make I can't decide on what I want because they have the nitrate or nitrite, whatever they are, valves. Then they have the alloy valves, which are lighter, which is supposed to be move faster, but they're not as strong. And I want it to be strong. I don't know yet if I'm gonna aftermarket valves or if I'm gonna like have them recut the valves I have. So I mean, I'll talk to them when I get there, obviously. Do I want to buy valves and do it? Yes and no. It's not really a money thing. But I kind of figured that my heads were good. So this is an extra thing to add on to what I was originally planning on spending. Like, now that I have this, actually, I'm like, before I was just gonna do the bottom end, try to hurry up, get it all in. And now I'm just gonna go all out because I have this to drive. Fuck, I'm supposed to turn right here. How the fuck I'm gonna do that? I'm about... Fuck y'all niggas, I'm going across, boy. Hopefully somebody don't come fucking sideswipe me. That was sketchy, boy. I just crossed 3 lanes on a main fucking highway. That was the sketchiest shit. I just kept on picturing somebody pulling up in that fucking turn lane and plowing me. Anyway, I'll talk to you when I get to the machine shop, and I mean it this time. I ain't fucking cutting the camera back on until I'm there. I need right here. I need that race finish cylinder, smooth as a boot. Boy, I cannot keep this smile off of my face. He just gave me some banging ass news. I don't even know where to start. All right, number 1, biggest thing he told me, actually. All right, well, I'll give you guys bad news first, like I like to do. Flip the shades down. Bad news is I have to order 4 new intake valves, which I think I already told you guys before I even came here because he texted me. Then I'm gonna order springs and retainers. I'm sticking with the OEM valves. A valve is a valve. Just talked to him. I heard it from parts dealer too. Valve is a valve. Now I'm gonna order springs and retainers. Do that. What the? Ordering springs and retainers. Now there's something called an align bore, because I have an aluminum block and steel mains, housings, whatever the fuck you want to call it, main housings, main caps, whatever, the fucking caps that go over the journal on the bearing that's for the main. Fuck it, where the main studs go. So OEM studs, he said when you put it in, it was too big. With the OEM studs, he torqued them down to spec. And then when he put the well, first let me tell you why I'm even saying this. Because when I first brought the block in, he was saying with using main studs, typically you have to get an align bore, which is an extra $600. So he just told me when he looked at it, he tightened everything down, he put it in the machine to see if it needed an align bore, and it doesn't. It's actually better with the main studs. So I saved $600 or whatever, but actually I didn't save anything because the head work that I'm having them do that I wasn't gonna have them do before is $600, so whatever. And then, oh, old people. Basically, I don't have to spend extra money for the head work that I'm getting. Oh, yeah, my block's already bored and decked. He had the valves all cleaned up and shit. Looked real nice, except for 4 of them. They all had scuffing on them and shit. But already, show you the real excitement. Get this sweat from under me. The block's bored already. It's decked. What the? I don't know. He hasn't done any of the balancing yet, which is good because it's still an active job, which means I have longer to pay. And I just put another $300 down today, so I'm around halfway there. So I mean, plus I get paid on Friday. Oh man, I got this money coming in. And go home and open up that trunk. I thought I didn't tell you guys that yet, so that's why I paused. But I'm gonna go home, open up the trunk, and then I'm gonna, on my way to my boy's house, I'll explain how much everything costs. I'll get an actual list together. You must have lima bean balls to drive a drop top fucking 4.6 Mustang, which that might even be a V6. Lima bean nuts. It's an automatic 4.6, which is just as gay as having a manual convertible fucking V6 Mustang. Believe it or not, that's what I learned stick on, a 4.6 Mustang. LK used to have one, and that's what I learned on. I had 410 gears. It was fun. The G35 beat it though. So I have zero respect for Mustangs. Old ones. New ones look alright. I bring him my cams, retainer caps, the cam little, the cam caps. Obviously I'm not bringing it to him today. Probably tomorrow maybe. But I don't know yet because I don't know if I'm getting springs and retainers. Most likely I am. Alright, let me get in here and show you guys this trunk. Bada boom, bada bing. Boom, boom. Yo, wanna know how stupid I am? Here's a sharp edge, here's a dull edge. I'm like this. I feel like a fucking idiot. Oh, it's cutting so nice now. That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. I was wondering why I was hurting a little bit. C'est bon, cut bon. Oh, they're self-standing, John. Who the hell needs instructions on? Alright, I need that. You know what? I did it again. This is a lot more annoyingly packaged than the bumper. Yes! Get off! Some hardware. Damn. And this is my new truck. And this is the one that I wanted. You can't see shit. Alright. I guess the GoPro just focused weird, but there we go. I can get some iPhone lighting. See that carbon, boy? Anyway, I wanted this trunk because of the higher duckbill on it. My other one was the smaller one. So that's the other thing that I have is this new trunk. I'm definitely gonna have to eat something before I tell you guys the prices of stuff, because that just won't go well if I don't. I'll be. All right, back in the Laser. Ever since I blew my car up, I feel like one day this thing's just gonna blow the fuck up. I don't know, it was like traumatizing. I feel like one day I'm gonna just be driving, watch the fucking RPMs drop to 0 like it did in the G. Go to start it back up, that bitch don't start. Horrible day, horrible day. My prices for everything. How much money I have into my car. And this is nowhere near done. This is just what I have in it so far. And add machine work on top of this. And this is just engine parts. This is just for the rebuild. None of the trunk, none of the bumper, none of that. If you guys want that video, I can show you. But this is strictly on just building my VQ35. This is the number that I'm at so far. $169.95 is for the ACL race bearings, but I spent that twice. Then $222.27 is for the main studs. Then Eagle rods is what I have, $586.50. I got Wiseco pistons, $795 for 6 of them. I got 96mm pistons, and they're 8.5 to 1 compression. All right, so it's about 20 minutes of me counting on my fingers and shit. And the number that my fingers came up with is $1,773.72 before shipping, before other stuff, and that's only if I bought the bearings once. But I'm returning them, and I lose a little money on that for like a restocking fee or something like that. No, that's bullshit. But so that's the money I have into it so far. I have yet to order. Oh, machine work. I put $600 down on it right now, which is nothing. It's probably going to end up being $1,500 all said and done with the block assembled, if I get it assembled. Maybe I ain't eat enough because I can't fucking think straight. Little light screen. Fast and Furious face. So yeah, main studs, pistons, rods, bearings. That's all I really have for the bottom end. That's all you really can have for the bottom end. Then you get into sleeve and shit. And oh shit, boy. Look at this. Don't fucking text and drive, motherfucker. If those cars ain't start driving, I'd have went straight through that bitch. Brakes locked up and everything, almost. Yeah. Went straight through this fucking, and I have my, if you guys want me to give you a price on what I have all into my car, obviously you guys would have to see my car first, because you barely saw it on the channel. You would have to see my car first for me to show you the prices of everything. But it is a lot of money, like a lot more than it should be. So I'm gonna have to get the rings gapped a little larger because of the amount of heat that I'm gonna have in my cylinder and everything else. So that's one of the reasons that I wanted to get aftermarket nitrate, whatever valves, because they can withstand heat a lot better. So they say. So springs and retainers, because when I get cams, it'll be a lot easier to just put on the cams and then not have to upgrade the springs and retainers than to have to pull the heads off and all that other stuff again. So ordering head studs, which I wasn't going to do, but I'm going to now, just so I don't have to crack the block open again and then waste a $200 head gasket, because I'm bored now. So I have to order a special head gasket, which is about a $170 jump from an OEM head gasket. I'll try to order them at the same time, but springs and retainers are, I think they're under 500. Head studs, the L19 head studs, I saw them for 300, which is the cheapest price I ever saw. I think that's it as far as my build for now. Obviously, cams aren't coming anytime soon. I say that now, then I'll end up ordering cams in a week. All my build, my final build is going to consist of is a 96mm bore, a forged pistons, forged rods, aftermarket bearings, Main studs, head studs, springs and retainers. That's it. The stock actual block will hold 700 horsepower. I don't plan on going above that as of right now, as of what I'm saying right now. I don't even think I'll go anywhere near that. I have no desire to go over 600 horsepower, if that, because I'm not going to be drag racing it. It's just going to be a fun little street car that when a Corvette driver thinks he's tough, I can suck him the fuck up. And it'll be awesome. It'll be a clean car for shows and shit like that. And I don't want to do anything too crazy where I got to go with a big tire, and I'm not about that straight line shit. I like cornering, and I'm not going to be doing no cornering on slicks. That's just where I'm at right now as far as what I want my car to do. It's just going to be a fucking mean ass street car, basically. You guys already know I'm doing a single turbo, but I'm doing something else as well. Just don't want to say it yet because I don't know, it's a secret. I haven't told anybody. I'm gonna close this out. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Share, like, comment, subscribe. To enter that giveaway that I'm having at 500 subs, Android head unit, follow me on Instagram and add me on Snapchat. Instagram is HUDINI_VQ. Snapchat is JADENWIBB. You can follow me on Twitter. It's the same as my Instagram. I use it sometimes, but not really. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys when I see you guys.
Oh, fuck.